I am in a big hurry today, folks. Today is July the 1st, 2018. The last few days, the only thing that did here in Slovenia, in Novo Mesto, it was spewing from the sky. Yesterday it was like you would just turn bucket around and it would be. But nevertheless, I did go and I rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed in respect to the video that concerns psychiatrists. Basically, what type of terror they have created here in respect to my case in the near settlements around here. Stuff they have done to the people, what they have told to the people, in case those would dare to confront them, to oppose them, or perhaps assist me in the future, which I hope the people will. If you have videos, audios, anything like this, folks, if you want to witness, in this case against this psychiatrist, which already are totally exposed, you are more than welcome to, please. Anyways, yesterday it was raining and raining and raining, but I had to finish this documentary. It's a 4-hour documentary. Badly had to finish this thing, and I did go out again and I did it, the whole thing. I did it, and on my way back as I was going toward home, you know, in 2005, 2006, all these politicians, they would go to the, it's a very popular destination, tourist point here, Otočec, known as a Castle Otočec. And what they would do is they would go and they would go for a swim, they would come back here. Putin, Macron, Pahor, George Bush, McCain, all types of businessmen from Britain, Germany, France, Italy. They would meet here with the Russians in respect to neo-Nazi imperial global plan. Actually, exactly what's happening. I don't know how much have you seen. I've seen today actually Sputnik in German language even. It's really Moscow-Berlin connection that is trying to squeeze Poland, Ukraine, Czech Republic, Slovakia, Romania, and even Hungary. Hungary would not mind, because Hungary is very much close related with Germany, with Austria. But also they try to squeeze Croatia and Slovenia and so on. Slovenia is like this and trapped, but Croatia didn't really stand no chance, I think. It's going to get tough for them, I think. This isn't going to work out. But anyways, when we would be returning at night, you know, we would go in the mornings, but in the mornings, there was no time. These people wanted to go swim, have fun over there. There is a golf course a little further from Castle Otočec. It's called Struga Castle. That's where Mitt Romney, Gingrich, yeah, all these politicians, they used to come and they would play golf. Donald Trump, have fun, enjoy themselves, life of luxury. And along the way through the settlements, what they wanted to do is they wanted to establish an order. So they started to pick on locals, criticize parcels, how it's, you know, this is just a village that is off highway that goes from Ljubljana to Zagreb, and here is a simple life. Here always was a simple life, and now all of a sudden these politicians, high-profile politicians, appear. They bring along their psychiatrists, and this psychiatrists engage now with local psychiatrists per how it should be done, and through the social engineering they put their nose into environmental changes, into environmental engineering, if you like. What would attract tourists, how to rearrange and stuff like this. Local psychiatrists, among which also is Vesna Schwab and Zoran Muja, were grab this, they buy this thing, they start to harass people here, they intimidate, they place few in mental hospital and stuff like this. This is a documentary I'm going to talk about, but let's go back. It's really interesting stuff I have prepared. Make sure to watch this documentary on the way back in the evening. So this will be in the mornings, then they will come here for lunch, they will do some more talks, go back to Otočec, and from Otočec, this popular tourist destination, as we would be returning back to Novo Mesto, Borut Pahor started to contemplate on how he would screw me up. And what he did was he wanted to demonstrate all this stuff in a good, in a way that I would bite, that I would believe him, because he knew that I consider him as the ultimate liar. I always did, as a deceiver, as a liar. So what he was forced to do, basically, he had to come up with some kind of plan that would engage me in something that would self-discredit me. Actually, something that would even involve a big corporation against me. And that big corporation is actually a pharmaceutical company here, Krka, for which I have already told in the videos that Americans have stolen from American companies, psychiatric drugs, all kinds of stuff, blueprint for them, and have given to these people. They have done all kinds of stuff to get these contracts going. I'm talking, of course, about global neo-Nazi imperial takeover. France, Germany, Britain want their colonies back, and much more. US wants Mexico, Russia wants Ukraine, and even more. They will also like Poland and more and stuff like that. So this basically is what we are talking about, Baltic states and so on. Okay, so on the way back, before the good night's sleep, let's say, Borut Pahor came up with the idea what I should depict to the people. It was in 2005 that would prove, that would give me credibility, because Borut Pahor believes that I would be desperate to obtain credibility, and you are desperate because they label you as insane. They take away from you right to employment. 30,000 job applications were declined. Maybe 800 psychological evaluations, which I have done in the US for the purpose of employment, all of which I have passed successfully. Employment was declined afterwards. So it was like totally driving individual insane, totally trying to label individual as nuts. Job search is essential when you are unemployed, and to do this kind of stuff to the people, this is not Holodomor. This is like Holodomor multiplied with 1,000, I would say. Okay, and so he came up with idea with the billboards, and try to intrigue me with the idea that, it would trigger in me some kind of statement like, this here was in 2006, 2005, and this and that. This here was this, and this here was that. Then was a second, this was with the first billboard. You're about to see that. Just like 80 meters ahead. So they put these things together, There's another billboard from this pharmaceutical company. Now keep in mind, pharmaceutical companies do have psychiatrists. They have a strongest connection with psychiatrists, psychologists. And if something like this happens, they have the power to engage, against the individual and try to demonstrate him, depict him as paranoid, like they have labeled me with the paranoid schizophrenia. But I did not stop there. A lot of people would, move their fingers away. I did not. Then I proceeded just about 80 meters ahead. There is an entrance to pharmaceutical company, and what I did was, in respect to that sign from pharmaceutical company Krka, I started to video record, and so I could point out in directions where they took me in respect to that billboard which they have gestured me they're going to create. On what 3 security officers jumped out. I stood up on a public pedestrian walk, on a sidewalk, have all the rights to record. There were absolutely any signs anywhere that would gesture anything, any kind of presence of signs or anything. Security officers confirmed this. Now, security officers jumped very aggressive on me out. I absorbed their, you're not allowed this and that, They want my name, I give them my name. Then what I do is I explain them what the law is. Then what I do is I ridicule them and say, it's a shame that you're a security officer, that you work in a pharmaceutical company, a job like this, and you don't know what laws really are in respect to this thing. And I continue, of course, to record. Police officer comes along, police officers agrees with me. Eventually, these people are associated with the local police. Borut Pahor have actually mentioned me in 2006 that they will try to impact my judgment, my self-confidence with this type of stuff. Because they would act on behalf of the police and see how I am going to react in respect to that. And really, as I walk away, as I finish my recording, and start walking away, I hear like, it was not a siren, it was like a boop, boop, you know, like police have to stop the vehicle. Don't worry about it. There was a Passat, there was this police officer. It was designed in such a way that it would make me like a, you know, you would go and you would rush this and that, but you know what, I was already like 100 meters away, maybe, no, 80 meters, maybe something like that, 70 meters. I said, no, I stopped right there, I turned around, I said, let's go see the police. And I come over there, and the police officer tried to first pressure me that, and what did he told you, and why didn't he do? And I said, because it's a public pedestrian walk, because there is no signs posted anywhere, and I therefore have the absolutely right to record whatever the hell I want to record, for one thing. He rationalizes this thing and he said, well, he said, you're right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go and talk with him as soon as I am done with this guy. They are cameras all over this city, and I am a super high profile in Slovenia. It's not exactly like this neighbor would try to suggest here. Nobody knows me. They do. They more than just know me here. There's a lot of stuff I gotta discuss about in other videos. Not gonna get into it. Okay, so now let's just go and let's see the video. Actually, the videos. Okay, folks, I'm going to give you, this is a billboard, 100 meters ahead, that's another billboard. They have acquainted me under MK Ultra. Yeah, I'm going to tell you exactly what is behind this billboard. 2006 Borut Pahor. They put this thing here in 2006, but it was just to test what reaction is going to be from the people around here. They have presented me with this stuff here with idea, I don't know, that I would say, well, you know, this thing here was already in 2006. No, it was not. It was for a short time, and then some people complain about it, they removed this thing. Now, there is also possibility, another possibility. It might be a possibility also that this was here throughout the years. This is supposed to be for the children, for like cultural kind of stuff. You would enroll yourself in classes of Jana Sardina. That was just a writer here, local, and he had plenty of stories about this hills here, Goryanci and stuff like this, but this is a little bit psychotic. I mean, you have to admit that. I don't know how you would advertise this to the children. It more looks like a complete lunatic that is right here. I would probably not enroll my child into something like this. Just 100 meters ahead from here, it's from the pharmacy, Krka. That's also the stuff I'm going to talk about, but this exactly is the story behind this. This could be used actually to screw me up, so I cannot say definitely what the story is, but I can say this was on the billboard right here at this place in 2006 for a short amount of time. They tested the public opinion about it, and there were people, females, that complain about this stuff. They have this thing removed. Now this stuff, I'm not aware for 2017, 16 and prior to that they would have anything like this, because I wasn't going around here. However, it's appeared now. Today is June the 30th, 2018. This thing I've been seeing already for like let's say a month. Okay, so that's that. They wanted me to say, you know, make all kind of theories that this was already in 2006 and stuff like this, or maybe that this is something that never was before and now it appeared. And then I would have people saying, oh, it did, and this and that. No, I'm giving exactly what the situation is with this shit here. That's what that is. Okay, just 100 meters forward, that's right here right now. That's another sign they have posted. The one who was motivated in bullshit with the signs, manipulation with the signs, that would give them credibility and not me. Because this is a pharmaceutical company, folks. The one who would screw me, preferably, that would be a Borut Pahar who was obsessed with the signs, that I would make some kind of statement. That I must make a statement. That this thing here, this one right here, this billboard sign will be here because of me. This will help me with a lawsuit against pharmaceutical company Krka. That one right there, that's just gonna help me, and so on and so forth. They had me meet, I don't know, was it this individual, but it definitely did look like this one. They took me inside of the pharmaceutical company. I'm gonna point out exactly where, and have suggested it's where the blueprint for this billboard was made, and it's gonna be made, like to benefit me. Now, these people here are associated with the psychiatry and shit like this, because they produce some nasty psychiatric medications and things like this, and this should actually help them identify me, label me as a paranoid schizophrenic. But guess what? I am just more than willing to take on this psychiatrists. I am eager to go in a war with them. I want to meet them and beat them in the ground and below. I am hungry, I am thirsty for the war with them. So you know what? I am gonna make a public statement in respect to this thing here today. This, I don't know how long this has been on here. This thing might have been here already for years. I do not know, because I did not go by around here. I did not pay attention. Know that in January, February, March of 2017, I ran to Belarus, actually Hungary, to apply for political asylum, and from there to Belarus, Ukraine, and then Belarus, and so on. So I was not around here. I was so busy, damn busy. Entire winter, my feet were burned. I could not even get out. Don't know how long this thing was on, but they have, in 2006, they have heavily suggested that they're gonna put this for my sake. So I will be able to say that, you know, that's basically blood pressure and stuff, kind of related stuff would relate to this medication and my situation. They suggested this is you, this guy's you, it's gonna be you, you're gonna be like this and stuff like that. And so that would actually give me a potential for a lawsuit against this pharmaceutical company. But then also they interpreted this as an option that would give their psychiatrists, their psychologists, all these professionals ability to engage against me. Well, just try and you're gonna see what's gonna happen. Let's go. I am gonna demonstrate you where have they taken me inside of the company to present me with this type of billboard that would be displayed in the future. Okay, we are at the factory Krka right now. This is on one side of the factory right there that you see. It says Krka right there. That's the name of the river. This is a business building, and this is actually where I believe they designed this kind of things. But they have taken me back then, talking about 2005, 2006, when they played with direct energy weapons. And they have anticipated this crime that took place against me with direct energy weapons. They have taken me either into this building here. You see this building, I don't know how much you can see it, and I don't know how much I can go inside here. I might not be allowed, but you see the light over there. Just I'm gonna have to come here during the daytime anyways. But they have taken me over there. It was either that one or it was one behind it. I remember we would go upstairs. Dobro večer želim. Ja, gospod, samo snemam nekaj. A ne sme se snemati? No, ampak jaz sem na public, na kako se reče temu? Ne sme snemati. No, mislim, če si iz pločnika lahko snemaš, zakaj ne? Na pločniku se ne sme snemati.
Ne, to ne bom.
No, jaz pa bom o tem. Mislim, tu je pločnik, tu je javna zadeva in jaz nisem šel noter, nisem prekršil kakršnih koli, če ne pa morate tukaj znak postaviti, da se ne sme snemati. Znaka izvedel nisem nikjer. In zaenkrat,
Kdo, če smem vprašati?
prosim,
Kdo ste, če smem vprašati?
Boštjan Avsec sem.
Aha,
Ja.
dobro.
No, jaz sem tlele iz druge strani Krke sem.
Aha,
Ja.
v redu.
No. In pravite, da jaz ne smem snemati. Kdo pa ste vi, če smem vprašati?
Sem pa varnostnik.
Gospod Štangl.
Tako, da.
Aha.
Pa še en.
In tam je še en varnostnik, ja.
Pa še en varnostnik.
No in kaj? Mislim.
Nič.
No in pravite, da jaz tukaj nimam pravice snemati. Na pločniku sem, na javnem pločniku sem in pravite, da nimam pravice snemati.
Ne, ni treba predzategniti. No, tlele sem
No,
vam
prišel
tako
ste pa ste
opazil
rekel.
sem vas, ja, jaz sem povedal, da je v firmo, pač, če boste iz javne površine, lahko snemate.
Jaz sem vam povedal, da sem, vidite, da sem tukaj. A smo
Ja, ja.
zdaj na javni površini? Smo.
To je Krkin podnik.
Prosim?
To je Krkin podnik.
Tu ni tlele nič od Krke, tu je tlele od države Slovenije. Ker se gre pločnikov, ker se gre javnih površin, cest, je od države. Da se razumemo, to ni nič tukaj privat, to ni nič od Krke tukaj.
Ja, no, dobro.
Če bi šel jaz noter tam na čez, potem bi bilo drugače. Ni treba govoriti, ni treba kršiti zakona, gospod.
V redu,
Če ste
no.
varnostnik, morate zakon poznati.
Prav, prav.
Ja, no,
Smešali ste se zdaj. Okay?
prosim,
No, lahko greste, da lahko snemam. Tukaj je javna površina.
no, ga sneme.
No, fino. Okay, so that building, I got the security here. They're very nice people and they're making sure that I would not go inside, I guess. In a little back they gestured me that I don't actually have the right to even video record here on a public, on a pedestrian walk. Yeah. So that's basically where I was taken in 2005, 2006. But I think that the plan was actually created in this building here. This is a business building. This is where business people meet, and I think they have a public relations, and they also probably have designed that billboard in this building. It was probably just designed to you know, to just confuse again on issues, make some kind of statement that would be wrong statement and so on and so forth. But you can see that these Slovenian dogs are unfit on every step, whatever I do, whatever is the hell I go. I walk on a public walk for the pedestrians, and a dude comes immediately to gesture, to insist that I don't have the right to record and so on. Just totally unbelievable. There is a little bit more in respect to all this stuff. Americans have given Slovenian police all kinds of gadgets, tools to harm people. This is what I'm going to talk in, I already did, in respect to the keys that supposedly someone found over there in a forest the day when I made my flyers, and then those neo-Nazi flyers appeared. I'm gonna talk more about that kind of stuff. They give them all kinds of gadgets. They can block your Bluetooth, they can jam your telephone, they can do all kinds of stuff. There's something more to it. This case is related to the case with the library, where the sign was posted directly pointing at psychiatrist Vesna Schwab. Sign was posted, "Are you angry? Are you mad? Call the number such and such and we will help you." Stuff like this. When I appeared back, the sign was changed, replaced by a national sign from the state of Slovenia that looks different. Nobody in the library confirms that sign I'm talking about ever existed. I'm heading right now back to the factory Krka, where I'm gonna see what happens. Maybe they're gonna put the signs now, because according to MK Ultra, they would put the signs over there where the signs was gestured to the people that video recording or taking pictures of any kind are not allowed. This was part of MK Ultra. They are doing it. Therefore, what they are trying to do is they are trying to drive me crazy with the stuff like this. There were police officers involved in MK Ultra who suggested we're gonna arrest them as they are about to board planes in Slovenia. This thing is gonna get hot. other details in respect to this Krka company, Krka pharmaceutical company. My sister works together with a Russian who supposedly did not like in Russia. I actually doubt about it, because my sister was involved in MK Ultra torture, and she even served to my family, to my parents, as a courier. She would bring the information in the house to my parents on how things are developing and so on. Would not visit frequently, but once per week she definitely would, to relay them the information. Number two, in respect to Lukashenko, in respect to the Russia, to the real fascist, neo-Nazi, fascism, Nazism that is hiding behind the Red Star. Look, folks, it's like this. These people practically saying that I don't have a Russian citizenship, I don't have a Serbian citizenship, and therefore I don't have the right to be in Slovenia. That's what is... Well, basically, this is the message to me, which this is how I see it. When I was in Belarus, when I came to apply for the Belarus, never mind, they already started in Ukraine and in Hungary to tear my backpacks, destroy computer, and all the electronic equipment they started to destroy. And they wanted me, according to MK Ultra scenario, blame Americans and Jews, Israel for it. They were guilty for it all. And this shit followed me all the way to Belarus, the United Nations Center for the Refugees, where all this shit continued. They ripped my equipment, they steal my things. Watch my videos. They have even got the guy from Bulgaria. I don't think he actually was a Mossad. I think that guy was actually a real Bulgarian. He just pretended. He even had, like, he developed like an accent like he is a Jew. They went as far as this kind of bullshit. This is really what killed Boris Nemtsov in Moscow. This is what got that plane down, shot from the sky, and so on and so forth. And in the end, they would not even allow me to stay in the Belarus. You know, once I got here, this destruction of the property continued with the use of direct energy weapons, which were already used before that, but not to that extent. What that tells me, basically, what it tells me? It tells me I'm not welcome in Russia, I'm not welcome anywhere in Eastern Europe. They have a strong infiltration in Ukrainian government. Lviv, that's where the Roma, where this Roma people were killed, is situated with the Russian espionage. They're everywhere over there. The psychiatrists have under control Lviv, city of Lviv. So yes, those Roma people got killed in Lviv, but neo-Nazi movement in Ukraine is led by the Russians, and so is the psychiatric network in Ukraine is led by the Russians. And what that tells me also, it also tells me I don't have the right to be in Slovenia because I'm not welcome here. And who tells me this? Serbs tell me this. Russians basically tell me this. This is the message I got. Cveto Gradišar, Zoran Muđa, psychiatrists I'm talking about, Vesna Schwab, you are going to drink psychiatric, psychotropic medications from the baby bottles, Leponex, all that good stuff. You're going to drink that like a water. Make no mistake about that. I'm going to make sure about these things that you're going to go through what you have done. You're going to see what it means to label individuals insane, rate him as insane, and play with his sanity, with employment, torture him to death and stuff like this. You're going to learn what it means to play with Slovenian native here from Slovenia, what it means to kill Slovenian people. You're going to learn the hard way what it means to do that kind of stuff. That's the only thing I gotta say.